What's up, guys? CryptoSavy here. Welcome to the channel where you subscribe to get daily updates on Bitcoin. We're going to be taking a look at the charts, both the bearish and the bullish case scenario. I'm going to give you my idea while you can make up your own mind on which direction we may be headed. We may be seeing some big moves here soon, so definitely stick around. We'll start out with the bigger time frames, move all the way down to the smaller time frames, and look at what the more immediate price action might be. Definitely stick around, and don't forget there's a free Discord group in the description below the video. Alright guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and your own research before investing in any markets. I want to remind you guys, we're doing a Kobo Vault Generation 2 hard wallet giveaway. At the end of the video, I'll be picking a random comment from a random video throughout the week. All you have to do to enter to win next week's is make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comment down below. Let me know what you think, and let's get into it. Looking at the news headlines, just to get a feel for the sentiment, which I think everybody knows what the sentiment is. Novogratz says Biden and Harris, good for the country, bad for markets. Winklevoss twins tell Barstool's Dave Portnoy to pick Bitcoin over gold due to Elon Musk's space mining. Ripple CEO hits out at reports claiming firm is pivoting from interbank payments. One of the biggest ever bets on Bitcoin, worth a massive $250 million, is already paying off. I told you what I thought about that. Yams, we've seen what happened with that. So, is Bitcoin really in a bull market? Here's why analysis think BT isn't. As you guys know, I am not convinced that we're in a bull market, but we'll take a look at everything. Fear and greed index, we are at extreme greed at 82. We raised 3 points from yesterday. And let's take a look at the monthly. Another thing, as you guys know, I've quit my job. I'm going to be doing trading and YouTube full time. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, leave it in the comment section below. Also, we'll be doing a Twitter poll once I get the comments and figure out what more people are looking for. So make sure you subscribe to my, or I'm not subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I will be doing a poll once people tell me in the comment section down below what they want to see, and we will go from there. So I'll let you guys decide. All right, so looking at the higher highs in the monthly, lower highs in the RSI, bearish divergence, I still believe is possible here. Although we have been talking about a possible one more tick up in the weekly, and I will show you that here in a few. But let's look at the bullish case here. Bullish case scenario, if we use the white trend lines and where we broke out over here, gets us up to about $27,000 Bitcoin. And the most important line here is this yellow dotted trend line. And we did break out of that. Let's do a measured move of that. And that gets us up to right around the same area. So as of right now, we are getting support right here on this trend line, which is around 11,200. A weekly close above or below that today would be pretty damn bearish. The 8 EMA is down around the 9,700. To come down and retest this trend line on the monthly would be 94 to 9,500, somewhere in that range. Let's look at weekly, same thing in the weekly. RSIs or EMAs are looking bullish. We are on top of all of them. We are getting support on the dotted trend line here. Another thing we had looked at for another target was this falling broadening wedge. A measured move of that gets us to 16,000. Now that's the bullish case scenario. One more thing to add to the bullish case that we have been talking about for quite some time on this channel. Let me put this down a little bit. Is a retest of this trend line on the weekly. If we close a weekly above this, that would be pretty damn bullish, but I do expect a rejection on the weekly. If we get up there this week, back down, or even, we could wait till next week to get up here, but let's take a look at where that would be headed. One more thing before we start that, I want to show you guys a count I have 5 waves down here, getting us down to about 8,700. This is something to watch. And I've been talking about it. As long as we don't break 12,139, this count is still in effect. And as of right now, to me, this looks like a 1, 2, and I'll draw that on there right now. And this is just, like I said, just something to look at. 1, 2, 3 would be somewhere in here. 4, 5 would get us to our first target, would be the third wave right here around 9,500. Then possibly a retrace to 10-1 area and back down. That is just something I'm looking at. Again, this is invalid if we pass 12,139. We'll take a look at some more targets too. Guys, there's going to be extremely huge opportunities in trading now. If you are interested in trading, I suggest checking out Prime XBT. It is by far my favorite exchange. I do trust them over all other exchanges. You could trade a lot of different things. They have a great setup where you can do multiple charts, multiple different time frames, however you want to set it up. You can trade Forex, Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, all on leverage and margin trading. You can also trade S&P, Dow, natural gas, gold, oil, silver, everything on one exchange. It just makes it simple. And if you use my promo code Savvy50, it will get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit up to 1 Bitcoin. And Savvy25 will get you 25% off your fees. So definitely worth checking out. I do suggest you at least try it out. I don't see all the scam wicks and liquidation, crazy wicks like you see in all the other exchanges. If you are going to trade, make sure you use stop losses. Be careful. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And let's look at the daily. So on the dailies, we had been looking at, well, a lot of people had been looking at this as a left shoulder head and a right shoulder. And I still don't like that. But if that is the case, the measured move of that, you would measure from the neckline, which is around the 10,550 range, and put it to where we broke out, would get you around 17,000. Looking at this as a rising broadening wedge with the resistance line being the white line up here, yellow line down here, a break of this yellow trend line one more time could get us all the way down, possibly to the 3,600. Now, do I think that's going to happen? Only time will tell, and how the movement goes to it. But do remember there is a CME futures gap down here at 3,600. There's also one around, I think it's 7,600, and then another one around 9,600. So keep that in mind, guys, that we could be headed down from here. Now on the daily, let's look at the EMAs real quick. We are getting supported on the 8 EMA right now at around 10 or 11,700. A break of that will get us down to the 13 EMA, which is around 11,600. And then we have the 21 EMA around 11,300. A break of that would bring us back down to the 55 EMA, which would line up with the neckline around 10,550 area. Another way to help support the channel, guys, is inkyourimage.com. There is a link down below. It is my wife's webpage. Appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me, but check it out. A lot of cool crypto stuff on there. You don't have to put just what you see on here. You can put any coin, any saying, family pictures, whatever you want on any of this stuff. Check it out. And another look at the daily. I want to look at the daily here. You know what? We'll look at it on this chart. I do want to remind you guys, I know a lot of people talk about overbought areas and that it has to go down after that. That's not the case. Just to show you guys, especially bulls out there will like this. We topped out here on the RSI. RSI went down from there, and as you can see, it just did sideways action on the chart. Had another step up right here, sideways action on the chart while RSI reset and blasted back up to here. So this doesn't necessarily mean it's, topped out. So I just wanted to point that out because a lot of people talk about it being, using the RSI like that. That's not how I use the RSI. But let's take a look why I do believe we've topped here. If we take a measured move of this triangle where we broke over here, we topped out perfectly. on there. But one more thing we've been looking at is this rising broadening wedge that we broke down from back over here in March of this year. Obviously, that was a huge capitulation. Came back up, almost retested it here. I do believe if we do get that one more leg up, it may be to the top of this 12.8 tops. But a break of this pink trend line here would be extremely, extremely bullish in my opinion. And as you can see, we're still getting supported on top of the yellow dotted line here, the trend line off of these wicks that we talked about from the beginning. So, all right, another thing to look at on the daily here. We'll look at the RSI here in a minute. But another thing to look at is the retracement. If this is the high, again, all these are invalid and we have to relook at it if we break 12,139 area. Took a Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to the swing high. Our first area of support obviously is the 10,050, but a break of that, our first retracement level on the Fibonacci is 0.236 at 10,180 area. If that does not hold, we'll be looking at the 8970 area, which is the 0.382, and then we have the 0.5 at 8,000 area. And a break of that could get us down to 0.618 around 7,000. The golden pocket zone is between 6,750 and 7,000. I would expect a bounce there. At the worst case scenario, get a bounce here. But if this does not hold, we do have the 786 Fibonacci retracement at 5,600. And then, of course, our gap down here for the CME futures gap. Does it have to go there? No. But I still am weary of right here. But we're going to go into a smaller time frame. So make sure you stick around, and we're going to pick our winner of the Kobo. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash likes, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and if you have any suggestions of other things you want to see in the videos. So that's where our Fibonacci retracements are. Let's look at the RSI. So if we take a look at the RSI here, I have some trend lines drawn in here. If we break this trend line in the daily, way down here, it's gonna get pretty ugly, guys. There's no two ways about it. But where would that be on the price action? Let's take a look, and just probably around that 10,550 range. So that's gonna be a key area to watch. Now let's look at the 4 hour. Same thing. The rising broadening wedge here. Volume declining while we're rising. This could actually be a wedge we're forming here too. I haven't really took a good look at it, but maybe I will in tomorrow's video. But as of right now, in the 4 hour, we are breaking down a little bit at the time of making this video. We are dropped below the 21 EMA, headed towards the 55. The 55 is around 11,660. If that breaks, could be headed down to the 10,900 range, which is a 400 EMA here. Now we're going to take a closer look in the 1 hour and just take a measured move, looking at this as a triangle. There's a few different ways to look at it. People are looking at it as a ascending triangle, which is bullish. I'm not quite looking at it like that. Let's take a measured move of it first. If we were to break up, and that would be breaking past the 12,139. That's the area I'm looking at. A break past that, we could be headed to the 13.6. That's the bullish case. The really bullish case is where we broke out here, looking at this as a flag pull, and this being a bull flag could get us as high as 15,000. And then, of course, we could look at this. Depending on where we broke it, if we broke it in the next day or a couple days, we could be looking at that 98.74. If we look back at this chart, this is most likely what I'm seeing, guys. Unless we break up out of this, like I said, then it's going to change the whole perspective of the chart. So, but as of right now, it's the way I'm looking at it. And we talked about, you know, going back down. And this could be looking at this could be a huge correction. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And if this was counted as, one big move up, let's say this 5 waves did happen. We would put a ABC here. This would be A, and B, we'd have to measure it out. I had it measured out. I lost all my charts. Don't know what happened, but that could get us down to that 6,900 level, the ABC. And this would end up being a big 1, 2, and then, what happens with the third wave would be a huge wave. So even this downside, if we did do this here, it would end up being extremely bullish. And guys, I'm a long-term bull. I'm just a short-term and mid-term bear right now. Unless we break that 10,139, then we'll have to reevaluate. But as of right now, this is what the breakout I'm looking for. Definitely, we talked about Prime XBT. Even if you already have an account there, you can still use my promo codes and get, even if it's signed up with someone else or whatever, Savy 50% on top for your bonus, and Savy 25 for your discount. So anyways, let's do a random number pick, and then that is 7. We're going to do the giveaway now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we only did 5 videos, right? Yeah, I missed the last 2 days. So I'm going to go back, change this number over to 5 to be fair, and 1. So that would be the last video over here 2 days ago. Let's do a copy link address, bring it over to the random comment picker, paste it in, load comments, and let's get it, pick a winner, see who wins. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave your comment to have a chance to win next Sunday's giveaway. You'll be able to leave comments all week. Ryan Yoshimura, you are the winner. Get a hold of me within 24 hours, and we'll prove it's you, and then I'll get it out to you. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click CryptoSavy logo by my head to get you subscribed. Smash the like. Leave your comments down below. Could be a really interesting day. Good luck. Stay safe, and I'm out.